Stop the Sergio Perez sacking rumours. Red Bull might want to think twice before changing Max Verstappen's teammate. After all, even seasoned drivers like Lewis Hamilton or Fernando Alonso might find it challenging to outperform Max in the second Red Bull. This is the humble opinion of one Felipe Massa, who is making headlines right now for taking Lewis Hamilton to court. What did he have to say about this matter? Let's find out, along with Christian Horner's final verdict on Checo's future. Keep watching. The talk about Red Bull's 2024 driver lineup, or more specifically, Sergio Perez's position on the team, has been buzzing throughout this season. Despite the Mexican driver initially contending for the championship title, a series of 5 qualifying sessions outside the top 10 put an end to those aspirations. While Perez grappled with his qualifying challenges, Verstappen embarked on an impressive streak of 10 consecutive race wins. This remarkable achievement paved the way for him to secure the world titles at Qatar's Sprint. His season stats speak volumes, boasting 17 wins and 19 podium finishes in 20 Grand Prix. In contrast, Perez's tally stands at 2 wins and 8 podiums. The persistent speculation about Perez's future at Red Bull has been further fueled by criticisms from Red Bull Motorsport advisor Helmut Marko. However, despite the rumours, with only 2 races left in the current season, Red Bull is resolute that Perez will be behind the wheel for the opening race of the 2024 season in Bahrain. According to former F1 driver Felipe Massa, sticking with Perez seems like the sensible decision. Massa suggests that upsetting Verstappen could lead to the deterioration of the triple world champion. It's a risk that might not be worth taking, especially considering that even seasoned drivers like Hamilton and Alonso, while closer in competition, may not surpass Verstappen. Massa shared his perspective with Formula One magazine. As long as Max is happy and the team wins both the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship, I think it would be wise to leave things as they are now. Max is visibly feeling good and wins almost every race. For him, any change would mean a deterioration. What Max is showing this season is incredibly good, of an unprecedented level. Even if you put Lewis Hamilton or Fernando Alonso in Red Bull's other car, I'm not sure much would change. Maybe a little bit, but believe me, they wouldn't beat Max either. Similar to many Formula One fans, the 11-time Grand Prix winner expresses a desire to witness Verstappen's teammate, whoever that may be, provide the Dutchman with a more formidable challenge. Massa added, "But let's be honest, we would rather see the championship decided in the last corner or on the last lap, like in 2021 in Abu Dhabi. If you reason like this, you would wish the best driver on the grid after Max to have the seat of Perez at Red Bull." Red Bull team boss Christian Horner found himself in a position where he needed to clarify his choice of words, particularly the term intention, when addressing questions about Sergio Perez's future with the team. The heightened scrutiny reflects a strong desire from certain sections of the F1 community to see Perez potentially exiting at the end of the year, amplifying the significance of every word uttered by Horner on the matter. Following the Mexican Grand Prix, Horner stated that it was Red Bull's intention to keep Perez for the F1 2024 season. This comment was interpreted by many as an indication that a final decision had not yet been firmly established. But Horner has left no room for ambiguity regarding Sergio Perez's future with the Red Bull driver lineup. When pressed to elaborate on the specific meaning behind his earlier phrasing, Horner made his stance unequivocal during media interactions in Brazil, as reported by motorsport.com. He said, "I am absolutely confident and clear that Checo will be our driver next year. Now, if he was injured or something like that, there are circumstances beyond our control, but the clear plan and therefore the clear intention is that he will continue. We're planning to continue. We have announced the AlphaTauri drivers, we have our Red Bull Racing drivers. That is how we intend to go racing in 2024. Sky F1's Martin Brundle has been actively seeking information in the paddock regarding Perez, and his findings on the subject are reported to be quite definitive. I'll stand by what I've said in the last couple of races. I believe Red Bull absolutely want to keep running Sergio Perez next year. They'll do everything to make that happen. I've been categorically told by people who know that it's not about finishing second in the championship, whether it's an absolutely defining moment for Sergio Perez. But right now, Perez has a Red Bull seat next year. No doubt about it. As the season approaches its conclusion with the final 2 races in Las Vegas and Abu Dhabi, Sergio Perez carries a special responsibility at Red Bull. Horner has once again emphasised his confidence in Perez, entrusting him to secure the second position in the Drivers' Championship. Perez has the opportunity to clinch a historic 1-2 for Red Bull, but this achievement hinges on him finishing ahead of the 7-time world champion by a margin exceeding 6 points. In response to whether teammate Max Verstappen should assist Perez in securing second place, Horner shared his thoughts with Bloomberg. "I don't think he'll need the help from Max, to be honest. He just needs to finish either ahead or just behind Lewis Hamilton in Vegas to secure that second position. We're treating these remaining races as cup finals. That's how we've operated since winning the championship a few races ago in Qatar." Perez has faced criticism for his recent performances, notably labelled as shocker outings at the Japanese and Mexican Grand Prix. But Horner contends that a significant portion of the speculation surrounding Perez's future with the team is driven by media conjecture, rather than substantive developments behind closed doors. The only people that keep putting the question mark over him are you guys, media. Checo is going to be our driver next year, and he's had a tough 6 weeks, but he's started to re-find his form. The race that he drove in Sao Paulo was very strong. His race in Austin was very strong. He's finding his form again. Let's see what he can do over these next couple of races, but he will be our driver alongside Max Verstappen in 2024. Carrying a substantial 32-point lead over Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez enters the penultimate race weekend of the year with a promising opportunity to contribute to a historic 1-2 finish in the Drivers' Championship for Red Bull. For the 7-time world champion to remain in contention in Abu Dhabi, he would need to maintain a margin of at least 25 points. If Perez can outscore Hamilton by 7 points in Las Vegas, it would set the stage for Red Bull to secure a historic 1-2 finish in the championship. Perez anticipates that the upcoming race will offer drivers numerous opportunities, but he acknowledges the challenge for teams in comprehending how the temperature will impact their cars on the newly surfaced track. The Mexican said, "Las Vegas is going to be a crazy race. You can already see the whole city has been taken over by F1, and it's going to be very unique racing around the streets of Vegas. Vegas will also present some challenges to us. The track will be cold, and the car will run a lot differently than usual due to the temperatures. It's something we all need to overcome though, and we've been working hard as a team behind the scenes on the setup and prep required to make this weekend a successful one. For me, I want to secure second in the championship. It would be a fun place to do it. The two may be battling for P2 in the Drivers' Championship, but that's about as far as it goes. If you ask Christian Horner, Perez's seat is not in danger of being stolen from him by Hamilton. The Red Bull team boss has dismissed the possibility of a sensational move for Hamilton to Red Bull, asserting that the Brit wouldn't be able to coexist alongside Max Verstappen. The two superstars have consistently delivered intense battles when racing wheel-to-wheel in recent years, with their dramatic showdown in Abu Dhabi serving as a thrilling finale to the 2021 season. Verstappen has established himself as the dominant force at Red Bull, securing the last 3 drivers' trophies with considerable leads over his closest competitors. The idea of both racers competing under the same colours is undeniably intriguing, but Horner has categorically dismissed the improbable scenario. Horner shared this information during an episode of the F1 with DRS podcast. A Verstappen and a Hamilton, that's never going to work because you kill your own car. You need to have a dynamic where the drivers drive for the team, not just for themselves. Otherwise, it can be very divisive. Who will come out on top by season's end? Lewis Hamilton or Sergio Perez? Tell us who your pick is and why in the comment section down below. And, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.